Never would I have thought that I would get scammed while looking for a job. Yes, while looking for a job. You heard me correctly. But here we are. Now, I've been posting this job searching journey on my YouTube short and TikTok, but I sort of stopped that series because it was just getting a bit boring. There really wasn't a lot to talk about in a day-to-day of like looking for a job. Until now, of course. I didn't even think you can get scammed while job searching. Like, I'm trying to understand the logic behind this. Like, why would you target job seeker? Like, we don't have money to begin with. But nevertheless, it was a scam. Or at least I'm pretty sure it was. Imagine this comes out and the job's actually real. Now I would hope that this would be like a funny kind of story, but also like a good life experience. Hopefully that after watching this video, no one would just get scammed by these people ever again. So sit down, children, and let us begin. So as I mentioned, I've been on this journey to find a job for a while now, and it hasn't been easy. So one day I built up enough courage to go to places that no man have ever gone before. It was the most place of disgusting people, entitled people, egotistical maniac and sociopath. I'm talking about LinkedIn. Post that I am available and that I am looking for a job. Immediately, I got 2 emails claiming themselves to be a recruiter, stating that, oh, we liked your profile, please send over a CV so we can connect you with the appropriate company. First off, you would think, oh, this is pretty normal, Marcus. Mind you, I posted this at 11 p.m. on a Saturday, right? So immediate red flags. Now both of these emails were the same kind of scam, so for this video, we'll be focused on the antagonist that sent me this lovely email. Her name is Brittany. Hi Brittany, how are ya? Now Brittany here is from Level Up. Sound like a fake company already. Saw my profile and asked for my CV. I sent it on and she came back with a juicy offer. Let me read it out for you. 1 second. The job is called Global Digital Sales and Content Lead for a wood floor distributor for a nice low salary of $250,000 to $400,000 base plus bonuses / equity, high tier benefit, no degrees required. Holy shit, 250k to 400k and no degree required. Like, is this Canadian dollar? Legit, if I'm working for a recruitment company and this offer came across my desk, I'm quitting a recruitment company. Like, where are you getting a job that pays you 250k without a degree? Now, may I remind everyone that if an offer is too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is. So immediately, I'm suspicious. But I'm also bored as fuck. So let's see how far can we fuck with Brittany. Now, as an honest person as I am, I even emailed back to Brittany saying that, I don't think this is a job for me. This is way too much money. I'm probably working to for a job be like around 40 to 50k. But Brittany here insisted that I was worth the 250k that this wood flooring company has in their pocket. She proceeded to list a couple things that I need for this interview process, and those things are, it includes an optimized CV, whatever that means, a 1-page job proposal letter, and an executive bio.
You serious?
I love how she have a little definition of what these are and like what they represent and do. Like, this shit is just ripped straight out of ChatGPT. Now at this point, the scamming part is about to slowly poke its ugly head. Now near the end of this email, she put, "It will be helpful, we can connect you to a specialist who understands internal benchmarks and can assist in preparing these documents to the required executive standard. Several successful candidates have found this valuable." Now at this point in time, I think I just completely blanked out this last bit that she sent, and I just replied to her, "Can you tell me a bit more about the company?" Now for some reason, she sent me a completely different one. Like, where did this come from? Like, now it becomes a junior marketing executive position and the pay is 50 to 80k. Like, Huh? What I think happened was this was supposed to be the original one. Like she sent me the wrong one because the previous one was actually in dollar and not euros. Now this is like the offer that she used to scam like the American. And while this one is like more like a reasonable pay range for like Europe. At this point, I feel like there might not be a person behind this because I must have triggered something in my previous question that made this email to be sent to me. And again, at the end of this email, they mentioned this specialist that can help me with my CV because the company require internal benchmarking, whatever the fuck that means. And she even included a Microsoft Team links to this specialist of hers. At this point, they keep throwing the word benchmarking around so much. Like, what the fuck does that internal benchmarking means in like a CV's kind of setting? Like, do they want the CV to be designed a certain way or something like that? Like, if you have any question or more info, right? The recruitment just like call you and like it'd be like, oh, okay, what do you need? You know, who the hell out here benchmarking CV for internal company standards? So I just straight up asked her what's this magical internal benchmarking that she mentioned. But she just dodged the question and just lists all the documents that I need again. And she also said the specialist will sort me out. You know what? Okay, so let's go meet this specialist, guys. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Evelyn Kimberly. Like, I noticed how they use some of the whitest women's name to sound credible, I guess. Now, Evelyn sounds a bit more human. Like, I can feel like there's an actual person behind this, typing this out. So Evelyn asked me for what kind of documents I need. I named them, and this is what she has to say. It's a strong endorsement of your leadership scope and strategic fit. At this level, positioning is critical. I specialize in executive CV optimization, includes a refined executive CV, executive bio, and one-page job proposal letter aligned to internal benchmarking expectations and clearly articulating enterprise impact and strategic influence. Evelyn, I was just complimenting you. You know how you sound more human. Don't go all Terminator on me right now. Also, you ever heard of commas? So anyway, here comes the scammer part. This is professional service and I do charge for it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Imagine paying someone just to be interviewed because you need money. This is some next level bullshit. The funniest part is what she said next. She deadass said, to ensure we structure it appropriately, may I ask what budget range are you comfortable working within? This will allow me to recommend the right level of support while ensuring you're receiving strong value. Did the professor just ask me how much money I have so she can support me appropriately? Like, this is the same task kind of deal, you know? Like, if there's certain level to this, then that would make sense. Like if you go to like a massage place, if you pay, oh, I only want the shoulder, oh, I want just the leg, and I'll pay more if you want like the full body, right? That makes sense. But in this case, there's only one task. The task is to optimize CV or for internal benchmarking, or what the fuck that means, right? So what if I just say a certain amount of money and then I get full help for, like, she tried her best to help me? What if I just say half that price? Is she just gonna only try half as hard? But would I pay double? Do we get Evelyn and Brittany? But yeah, at this point, I was just kind of over it. The gig is up, you know. When they start asking for money, yeah, it's done. So I just start grilling Evelyn to be like, oh, so basically I have to pay money to get interview. She come back saying that, oh, the company needs the document for internal benchmarking. I'm like, Evelyn, if you say benchmarking one more time, I will fucking find you. And finally I asked, well, what if I don't have these documents? Will the company still interview me? She's just said, I don't know. Depends. I'm just a specialist. That's the point, Evelyn. You're the specialist. Why don't you tell me? So that's it. The other one was kind of the same. They say like, oh, your CV is flawed and you need to optimize it. Here's a specialist and he costs money. So there we go. So in the end, hopefully my story could help everyone to, to spread awareness, and maybe we can all come together and just learn a valuable lesson. That lesson being, Don't post shit on LinkedIn, bro. It's cringe as fuck. Also, you might get scammed. So, okay, bye.